Hello my friends, welcome back. In today's video we're going to be talking all about new release by Tilbury hair concealer. This is called Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer. This is meant to be paired with her Beautiful Skin Radiant Foundation, which I don't have currently. It is out of my collection. Unfortunately, it did not work for me. I have combination skin and I don't know, for some reason it just felt heavy on some areas of my face and it was just, I don't know, it just did not work for me. But I still wanted to give the concealer a go. I love concealers and I want to see the coverage and all that good stuff. Let's read on the claims and what she says and promises that this concealer is going to be. First off, it retails for $42 and it is a medium buildable coverage. It's going to conceal correct, it's gonna brighten, and it's gonna lift the look of eyes and face. I got the shade 7, which is usually my shade, my winter shade on her foundations, all of her foundations. So I decided to go with 7 and the model looked like, you know, along my complexion kinda. So I went with shade 7. Some of the ingredients on the concealer are hyaluronic acid, which is of course gonna be hydrating. It has niacinamide, which is gonna help with pore refining. It's gonna be brightening, it's gonna be radiance boosting because it has a vitamin C. It has vegan collagen and it's gonna improve the look of your skin every time you wear it. So of course over time she promises that it's gonna make your face look better. She also promises that 40% of your dark circles are going to be gone if you use it consistently, which a concealer I could totally see myself using every single day to test this you know, this claim, but who knows. And also 43% of your skin is going to look smoother and more radiant. I got shade number 7 because I thought this is going to be just my shade. I don't like super bright concealer because I have dark circles. I like something you know, similar to my skin complexion so that I can just conceal them and not really highlight them. But I saw the shade and it actually looks quite light. Anyhow, this is the packaging of it. It is very pretty. It is weighty on my hands. It has the rose gold cap. It says Beautiful Skin at the back, and it has a dual foot applicator like this. Is quite nice. The packaging A+ so far, no complaints. I only see that the shade is gonna be little light for me. I thought it was gonna be a little bit darker, but let's actually go ahead and apply it. I'm going to go with, I don't know, maybe that much on this side of my eye, and let's blend it to see. I'm going to be using this BK Beauty A506, which is one of my favorite brushes. It's an angle brush to pack concealer. It really helps me pack good coverage. So I'm gonna use these to blend down my under eyes. You can see that it's quite light. I'm gonna take it a little bit higher. The consistency is actually quite thicker. I was expecting something very lightweight, but this is giving me, you know, decent amount of coverage. It is quite light. So again, I'm not sure it's gonna be good to actually conceal my dark circles. It's preferable to go with something closer to your complexion. Now that it's blended out, I can see the radiance. Are you able to see that? So are you able to see that radiance right there? Now, let's do the other side. I feel like it's, yeah, it's not my perfect match. 7 is too light for me. Some people like that really brightening under eye moment. I'm not about that life. I need my coverage because again, my dark circles are always popping. This claims to have a peachy undertone. I don't think it has a peach undertone. I think it's I don't know, like yellowish undertone. But I like how hydrating it looks. Look at that. Oh, looks very hydrating underneath the eyes. I'm not mad at that. I think that once I apply the foundation, we can, you know, look a little bit more even. Right now I know I'm looking a little crazy. So this is it. Let me show you. So this is the coverage. Again, look at the radiance. I feel like it has good coverage, even though you know, it looks quite light. I feel like it has good coverage. I could totally build it up, but I do want to apply my foundation. So actually, let's go ahead and do that. This is one of the only foundations that is matching me at the moment. It is in the shade Medium 5 by Beauty Blender. So this is the one that I'm going to be using. Because summer really hit, my tan has taken over. So let me go ahead and even my face out, and then we can apply a little bit more of that concealer to see what it looks like. Okay, now that I applied the foundation and everything is a little bit more even, I don't look as crazy. Let's go ahead and build a little bit more. Just right there. I don't want to put a ton more. I'm using actually a little bit of product. This is, as I mentioned, once you touch, the consistency is quite thick. So that tells me that it has good coverage, you know, and I think indeed it has. If I had just picked up a darker shade, but that was just totally my bad. But look at this. I think it's packing on pretty good. I'm gonna use her setting powder to set it. I would never not set my under eyes because they need to just stay put. So I'm gonna use this palette, which has her medium shade right there, and I'm gonna use it to lightly set my under eyes. In this palette, this is her Instant Look of Love in a palette, Glowing Beauty. We get the shade medium in here, and this is gonna help also with this shade, actually, just not making it look so light. So look, this is one side all set, and this actually has good coverage. I'm not mad at it. Like here it looks crazy because it's just too glowy, but once I set that with her under eye powder, I think it looks amazing. She actually released a brightening powder, and I picked it up today. So once that arrives, I'll come back and I'll do another review pairing the two together. For now, I just decided to come and show you the concealer. So this is it all close up. I think it looks really good. It really does. It has very good coverage. I feel like it was buildable, not so bad. Like my under eyes are there, you're able to see them, but it's nothing too crazy. And again, I feel like if I went with 7.5, that would have been a better for me. But look at that. I'm not mad about this. I'm actually quite surprised. The under eye area is looking really good. I'm not getting any settling, even though it was very glowy and sort of like thick and emollient. I have increased underneath my little wrinkles there. So I am going to go ahead and do a quick makeup, and then I'll come back and we'll just regroup what I think about this. Alright guys, so I'm back. I finished off the rest of my makeup. I did use her Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer in the shade Medium. I never gave my thoughts on this because I went missing. I didn't upload my thoughts on it. It's a beautiful cream bronzer. If you're in the hunt for one, for what's worth. I did apply a little bit of blush, and now that my makeup is all done and set, you can see that my under eyes look quite bright, but in a good way. I don't think that is too bright. It's actually looking really nice. So I'm going to bring you closer so you can take a look at the under eye situation. So something to note is that the concealer has little specks of shimmer, if you will. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not sure you're gonna be able to see this at all, like maybe impossible to catch on camera. But okay, so this is the shade. You can see that it looks really light for my complexion, but it is very thick to touch. And I don't know, guys, it has a little bit of specks. Oh my god, I don't think you'll be able to see that. That's going to be really, really hard to get on camera. And I feel like these little specks of whatever that is, it gives it that really radiant finish that it had prior to me setting down my under eye. So I don't know, it was impossible to show. Once I'm editing, I'll see if it shows, but I don't think it would. I don't think it will. Like, I'm coming in very, very close. What if we put flash on my phone and try? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you're able to see it, guys, but know that it has some specks. It's not glitter. It is a very, 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 very micro, like super hyper mega micro. Like, it's so little, and I was only able to see it because I was like this, looking at my under eye, and then I'm like, I have something on my under eye, and I'm like, did I use a dirty brush, something that has some shimmer? And I'm like, no, this is a clean brush. And I kept looking, I know her setting powder is completely matte, and then I do a swatch and I see it right there. So no. So now let's talk about some comparisons. I feel like this is similar to Huda Beauty, the new Fax Filter Concealer. I have the shade Graham Cracker. So that's that shade. I'm gonna do a heavy swatch on Charlotte's, and it's gonna be this one here. So Charlotte's shade 7 is lighter. So this is Charlotte's. This is Huda. I feel like the texture is very, very similar, where it is thick, you know, it's thick to touch. It has good buildable coverage. I feel like they're very similar. So if you've tried Huda Beauty, then this is gonna be something along those lines. Huda being a completely matte, Charlotte's having a little bit of something, as I mentioned. I thought Charlotte was gonna be more leaning towards LYS, but no. So that's Charlotte's in the middle. This is the LYS. LYS, it is very glowy, but it is a very, very lightweight. Like, you can blend this out and it just blends. It's not really thick. It's, you know, yeah, just blend it. You can see through your skin, you know, when you use the LYS. It's not my fave because I need more coverage, so I'm actually liking more Charlotte's, which again, it's really reminding me of Huda without, you know, causing any trouble with creasing or anything so far. Fave of all time, my Pat McGrath concealer. Let's touch it to see. And I feel like it's also, yeah, the texture of it is also a little bit comparable of Pat McGrath. Pat's is very thick, very, very full coverage. So to touch this one and to touch Charlotte, yeah, I feel like they're also similar. They are. Pat's, again, being completely matte. You don't get any specks of nothing. LYS, if you're wondering, I have the shade, where did I put it? I have the shade MG5, and on Pat's that I just swatched, I have the shade LM13. I also have the one size, which is also a thicker concealer. Let's do it right here, but this is very deep because this is the one that I use for summer. This is in the shade medium dark 1, and this is the one that I'm currently using because I'm so tan. This one is actually causing a little trouble these days. It's actually creasing a little bit more than usual and looking a little bit drier. It didn't used to do that on me, but now my under eyes are extra dry, you know, hormones and things. So who knows? I'm not loving it as much as I used to. That's all I'm trying to say. So anyhow, those were the comparisons that I went to make with, you know, first impressions on Charlotte's concealer. Now I'm gonna wear these the whole day. My concealer arrived very early. It is at 9 in the morning, 9:15. So my concealer arrived very early, so I'm able to test it. I'm gonna wear as much as I can. I'll come back later in the afternoon when the kids let me do. When the baby is napping, hopefully on his last nap, I'm able to come and show you what I feel like, show you what it looks like, and then just wrap up this video. So yeah guys, I'm gonna see you guys later. Bye. Hello my friends, I'm back and it is 1:30 in the afternoon. I thought I'll come later, but I think I'll wrap up today's video at about 5 hours of wear on the concealer. I can't promise I'll be able to come back, so I just said, you know what, let me just come. It's been 5 hours. I think it's enough time for me to decide whether or not I like this concealer, to give my first impressions on it, and then when the powder arrives, I'll do them together and then we'll conclude. I have to say that actually, let me bring you closer. I have little to no creasing. I have no creasing on my under eyes. I feel like they look impeccable, just like I applied it a few minutes ago. It looks really good. I also feel like it stayed put very well. It is not drying, it is not cracking, it just looks intact, just like I applied it. I'm really liking the wear on the concealer. Now I'm still seeing those specks of things that I told you about, and I'm gonna show you a little clip right here. I went into the washroom with a yellow light underneath, because I really wanted you to see, and this is what it looks like. You can see it is a very apparent, very apparent. So keep that in mind. So now I told you all the positive, let's move on to the negative. And I feel like I'm a little bit torn. I'm torn on this product because it looks so good. It works so good. I still feel like I should have gone with the shade a little bit deeper, but that's just personal preference. This looks just okay, but I would rather go with number 7.5 or even 8. At this point, I feel like I want to try that. But the big thing that it's just, you know, at the back of my brain is those specks of shimmer, those specks that they're just there. I'm not sure I'm loving that. If I want something brightening, I just go 1 or 2 shades lighter. I don't need shimmer underneath my eyes to make them look brighter. Like, I understand the concept, like I know it is meant to be radiant, but I'm not sure I want that underneath my eyes. So I'm not sure, I'm torn. I can say I'm loving this concealer because of that. I love that the coverage is good. I love that it's buildable. I love that it's intact. It looks flawless. It's very long wearing. I mean, so far it hasn't, you know, look oily. Keep in mind, I didn't put it anywhere else, only underneath my eyes. I didn't want shimmer anywhere else in my face. But yeah, I don't know, you guys. I'm gonna have to, again, just wear with the brightening powder tomorrow or the day after, whenever they come. I'm gonna do them together, and then we wrap up, you know, this video. I'm just gonna leave it at that. So now I would love to hear from you. What do you think? What do you think of those specks of a shimmer that you see on my video? What do you think on, you know, the concealer being these good but having those? Like, is that something that really bothers you? At this point, I'm not sure, because it is so good, it looks so good, that I'm just torn. So I need your help, I need your opinions. Please do comment below, let me know what do you think. And yeah, I'm gonna guess we'll leave it at that. I'll come back in the next video to talk about it one more time. And in the meantime, I'm just gonna leave it on. I'm gonna wear it. I'm gonna wear it tomorrow if I don't get the powder. And then I can just come and have a full review. So pretty much this was like a slash 5 hours first impression of situation. Anyhow, friends, that's it for today's video. Again, let me know, what did you think of it? Any comments, anything at all, just drop it below. Thanks so much, you guys, for your love and support. Don't forget to always share, like, and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.